Hello, hello, hello. This is Erica, and I'll be doing your hello. Welcome back, fam. I've been gone, but here I am back again, and we will be doing our readings. Today I wanted to ask right now, what is holding us currently back from what we want out of life? All right, I'm gonna pull a top card for each pile. And let's see, for pile number 1, we're going to have the Six of Wands. Interesting. Pile number 2, the Lovers in reverse. And pile number 3, the Two of Pentacles in. All right. Pile 1, you had the Six of Wands, which is interesting because it's all about being in the public, putting yourself, working towards something and getting public recognition from it. So let's see what's holding you back, or how could that even be a obstacle in your life. Let's see. And Temperance, which is interesting that those are both major arcana cards. So you have a minor and 2 majors. So your everyday life is being affected by higher purposes, divine intervention, soul purpose. You have a life purpose and a soul purpose. And so I feel like what's holding you back is, I think in a way you're trying to use your logic mind for spiritual means. And that's something like the dogma, the dogma, the semantics, the technicalities of stuff. Like, don't get wrapped up too much in the how-tos, the technicalities, like the fine print, what I'm supposed to do, the rituals. And I feel like it's getting back to the magic of things and learning how to balance the heart along with the things that you're doing. Stay grounded also while you're doing spiritual work. I feel like have fun as well. There's a, and I think that is you're kind of leaning too far into one side of things. Let me get 2 more cards to clarify. Yeah, wow. You have the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. So I think that's what a lot of it is getting out of trying to make everything so logical, trying to push things with your mind. And you might be a very, mind, like mercurial person, Gemini, Virgo kind of person. You sometimes tend to overthink things and think it has to be perfect in order for it to work. And really, like, the desire just needs to be there. Whatever that makes you happy, your passion, the desire, I feel like that will get you to your Ten of Pentacles that you're looking for. That you are understanding you're moving forward. You're going to put yourself in a public atmosphere with whatever that you're doing, whether it be socially or career-wise. But just don't get hung up on the technicalities of it all, and make sure that there's a balance, and that whatever you do sparks joy. Whatever you do makes you feel alive. And I feel like that's going to get you to where you want to be. All right, so let's get a card from the Fairy Oracle. What other messages do you have for pile 1 about what's holding them back? Okay. Pure intention. Fairy of manifestation will help you use your wishes wisely. Manifest your heart's desire with pure intention for the highest good of all. Get one more. Okay, interesting. And then we have shine from within. Looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self acceptance and for the revealing of your true beauty. So, again, I feel like you are in a time where you're going to be more of a be out in public more, whether it be, again, more career wise, just socially, or you're just engaging in things that you enjoy, which happens to be like you're not going to be a hermit anymore. You're not going to be stuck at home anymore. And that whatever that you're trying to create, make sure that you are doing it from a place of love and without any doubt. And then that's going to help your manifestation be more powerful. All right, we're going to end with a card from this oracle deck. What advice do you have for my pile number ones in order to eliminate the blocks that are holding them back from what they're doing? Milk and honey and mending. Okay. So milk and honey is, like the land of milk and honey. Is it the land of milk and honey? But, I mean, just blessings on blessings on blessings, which is interesting. You have a 10 of Pentacles card. So, a lot of not having to worry about financial things anymore, doing things that you love, like being in a very blessed state of life and enjoying life. And then here we have mending, which is interesting because it's 51 and then 52. I feel like a part of your blessings is that you are going to be healing parts of yourself, and you're going to help other people heal parts of themselves as well, because you can show them how you got there. I feel like you're on a journey of yourself and work on your own stuff, the more room it opens up for blessings in your life. And the more that you are blessed in your life, the more that you can help other people mend and heal in their lives. So I feel like, maybe you will be some type of spiritual worker or life coach, or just somebody that helps people, understand how to live a better life, basically. All right. Is there any hidden wounds or obstacles that my pile needs? Take off your mask. All right. And with that, I feel like you might feel like you have to kind of stifle who you are a little bit in order for you to be in the public or to be accepted publicly or to be taken seriously. And I feel like when you try to stifle your true self or try to make yourself seem more like quote unquote professional, it actually makes things worse. It almost gives off an air of disingenuine, even though that's not what you're trying to do. You're just literally trying to, be more appealing or professional. And this card is saying that, like, you have to be your true authentic self, the rough, the ragged, the wild, like, be yourself, because that is what's really going to help you connect and relate to people. Just being your true self completely, not hiding things and not trying to talk, or your sense of humor might be, and I feel like, so with that, you would be able to connect to people more. So all in all, a really good reading. All right. I hope that helps pile number one. All right. Pile number two, you have the Lovers in reverse. So I feel that part of what's really holding you back is you kind of like the heart and the head, like one side is being overly used. Like maybe you're like really mind very logical right now, like only Maybe disconnect disharmony within yourself. And I feel like that's one of the biggest problems right now is that you're kind of disconnected from your heart. All right, clarify the lovers in reverse for me for my pile number 2. Yep. So, absolutely, there's some kind of disconnection from your heart. I feel like there's still some wounds that haven't been healed yet. And so it's like a part of you has the wounds that haven't been healed, but you're kind of suppressing them. But then another part of you is very focused on finances, trying to either create, your own business or trying to figure out how to advance, career wise. And so you almost are not seeing what you're wanting to. And I feel like once you really start digging into healing more of those emotional wounds, that the abundance will be easier. The ideas will come easier. I feel like it would be kind of like a divine inspiration of what to do next. Like if you're trying to get a job where it'll make more money, spirit will lead you to the right jobs or like the right opportunities or even networks and stuff like that. But I feel like definitely there's still some more shadow work to be done, which I feel like we should be doing like in cycles or seasons. Like we don't have to be working on ourselves 24/7. You're going to get burnout. But if you've given it a rest for a while or you haven't really done it, like I feel like now is the time to dive into another issue. Once that issue you feel you've been able to resolve and let go and got closure, heal and rest for a while. Just have fun. And then when you feel that the next cycle, the next time comes, then you go to the next issue. But I feel like you are made to make money, but this is what's holding you back, being disconnected. I feel like you're the type of person that money will always come when you need it, but you're having trouble finding it when you want it, if that makes sense. One more card to clarify the lovers in reverse. What is holding back my pile number 2 from achieving what they want? Oh, okay. Which is interesting. So obviously you saw that pile number 1 had this in the upright. Want to is that like you don't like being in the limelight, you don't like being in the spotlight, you're probably introverted. You get recharged when you're alone, not when you're with people. And so almost being around people is probably a chore because you're just not used to the attention. And I feel like that's part of the missing link also is when maybe there's some childhood wound there where you were told like to be seen and not heard. And so you were told like it's not good to be confident because it seems boastful or like you're bragging. So I think there's a childhood wound that connects with you being shy or not being comfortable with attention, with publicity. Like if you're trying to go into something like something that's very public, even like social media, or even writing a book or something like that, like a part of you is real scared because it's like you're having to put yourself out there and it feels weird because you're not used to making yourself vulnerable or really put in the spotlight. And this is what's Oracle deck. What advice can they give you? What advice do you have for my pile number 2s about what's holding them back from achieving what they want in life? Protect your dreams. You are the guardian of your precious dreams and they are safe in your care. Keep them close to your heart until you're ready to release them. Yeah, I feel like, if you're really trying to go after something, don't just tell anybody. Ow. Okay. Um, okay. This was face up. The only one that was faced up is journey. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. That's interesting. So, like what I was saying with protect your dreams, I feel like, just don't tell just anybody what you're planning to do because, there's some real negative people out there and they might even mean well. But, I know for me, sometimes certain dreams I feel like are so lofty and that were trying to make me like, hey, Erica, you got to be more practical about that. You got to be, you can't always be stuck in the cloud somewhere. So like it would really discourage me, but I'm starting to really learn like I have to try. Like I have to try. If I don't try, I know I'll regret it. A job I currently have after with my bachelor's, I knew I wanted a remote job because I have a kid. I was like, I really want a job because the idea be like I want to have the flexibility and freedom that if I do want to take a trip with my family that we could go, and worst comes to worst, if I don't have any PTO, I go ahead and I just work while I'm there, work while I'm at the beach or something. And there were a lot of people that told me that's not practical. Like you just graduated with a degree, no experience in that field. I was doing construction prior to getting my degree, and it's in business administration. So I have no like office experience or any finance experience. And so, they're telling me just get the first job you can. Maybe later on you can land a remote job, but, you got to take what you can. But luckily, or not luckily, thankfully, my boyfriend is very supportive, but he understands too, like, don't go after what you don't want because you're going to be miserable. You have to believe in your dreams and you have to believe in what you want, that the universe will bring you what you want as long as you're doing your part too, right? And I ended up getting a really good job. And so you have to make sure the people that you're telling your dreams to understand what it is like to, chase after dreams. And, if you do tell your dreams to somebody and they kind of shoot you down or say something negative, you got to make sure that like it doesn't phase you. But like my big ideas, oh no. The only person I've told is my boyfriend because I know they're real big dreams and I don't need that kind of negativity. And then you're going on a journey. So I think that with you diving into your, doing some more shadow work, it's a part of you that's going to be able to chase even more what you're trying to go after. And it's going to help blend the head and heart connection you've been looking for and really open your heart up. You might have been knowing that you've needed your emotional availability because again you might be a very like what is it, left brain person, just like somebody that's more like fast over will amplify the energy that attract finances and abundance and will help you get to where you're going. So let me get, do you have any advice for my pile number twos? I'm getting from a different deck. What advice? Oh, okay. You have Unfinished Symphony. Let me get one more. Give me one more card for my pile number 2s. Okay, this one out. Yin. Interesting. It's very pinks and purples. So you have 10 and 2, which is interesting because 10 is a number of completion. Okay. I got a message from that. So even though 10 is a number of completion, it says Unfinished Symphony. So I feel like you have completed a level. You have completed the part of gathering information or even gathering what do you really want out of life. So that level is done. Now you're going to a new level because even though you've completed a section of the symphony, the whole symphony of itself is not finished. And this is going to be something that is going to take a lifetime to complete. But know that, you are currently creating your own masterpiece. And with Yin, I feel like, again, like it's asking you to dig in or lean into your emotions, lean into your more feminine side, lean into that more receptive side, meditate. Right now is not really a season of go, 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 get it done, facts, research. I think it's more of, spending more time with yourself, doing some self-care, tending to your own needs and wants, really connecting to your heart, because I feel part of your symphony. Is there any that my pile 2s need to pay special attention to? Cycles, see? Exactly. With it being number 6 for me is about money and finances. But also, don't worry about money. Like, stop worrying about how you're going to survive. Stop worrying about your, surviving, basically. So you're entering, know that everything comes in cycles, and it might help to kind of, when you feel like you're going through a cycle, to journal it or write it down somewhere so you can keep track of, like, oh, I see. It seems like these are kind of cycles that I, or somebody that might have heavily like heavy moon influences in your chart. If you have like a lot of Cancer or fourth house stuff, I mean, even like Pisces or Scorpio, I feel like is very connected to that feminine, like that moon. That you should work with moon cycles that could help you boost stuff that you're trying to manifest, but also to get rid of. Traditionally, the new moon is to bring stuff in, write down what you're trying to manifest, what you're trying to bring into your life. And the full moon is to, what I would do is write down what I want to release, what I want to let go of, and then you burn it. So it might be something to look into working with moon cycles as well. All right. So that's all I have for you, pile number 2. So I hope that helped. Hello, pile number 3. Okay. So we have here the 2 of Pentacles. So I feel like a part of it is you not being able to juggle things well in your life. Like you're trying to juggle maybe your career and trying to figure out a startup, or you're trying to juggle your work and your family. You're trying to juggle, your health and something else you're trying to juggle, and you're having a hard time balancing. So let's go ahead and get some clarifying cards. All right, Spirit, clarify the 2 of Pentacles in reverse for me. Interesting. So we have the Wands in reverse, and then we have the Sun upright. So what I feel like this is saying is that at this point in your life right now, you really need to kind of let your guard down and stop trying to think of what you need to do, what you need to do tomorrow, what you need to do in a month, a year, stop worrying about almost like you're in survival mode. Well, if I don't do this, then money is not going to come, or if I don't think of an idea, I'm never going to get to where I want to go. You up from actually doing what now. You need to just have fun. Like, find things that make you feel good. Spend more time outside, which is interesting where you have the sun and then you have sunflowers, because sunflowers actually absorb radiation. Um, and so maybe spending time out in nature, like grounding is a great thing. But I feel like some things might be revealed also in this season that is really going to show you, like, it's really going to connect you back to that creative side of yourself. Like, it's fifth house energy, creativity, kids, what makes you feel good, love, romance. And that could be a little bit what you need is get in touch with your romantic side to help stop stressing and worrying so much about like the survival side. You're kind of like the next, dumb thing that's going to come along. Holding. Okay, well, we got 2 cards. Oh, interesting. So out of 4 cards clarifying, you have 3 that are major. So even though this might seem like an everyday, almost mundane thing that you're trying, or like you're trying to deal with this problem at a very surface level in a way, where in actuality, this is a bigger life theme. And this is something that's more tied into like your soul purpose of what's going on. The Emperor being reversed, but the Magician being upright. Stop feeling like you have to have everything in control, that you have to know everything that's going on, that you have to get out of that yang energy and take a step back. Take a step back from feeling like you have to, like, if I don't do it, I'm not going to get there. Like, I'm getting like and trying to figure things out. And I'm going to do this and I'm going to get what I want. I feel like that's not going to work in this situation. You have to step back and really lean into what makes you happy, what makes you feel like a kid again, like what you enjoy doing as a kid. Creativity. That's what, floats your boat. But also with the Magician, that I feel like, using that brute strength to try to get something, you can do it. And there's people out there that can will their way into something. But using this sort of like intention and your magical elements to manifest something is completely different. And it takes a lot less work. Being the Magician, but you have to be in a certain vibration and frequency to be able to do those kind of that kind of magic, to bring stuff into your vibration. I feel like it's really like the message is like you need to rest, you need to relax, you need to get in touch with your inner child, you need to get out in nature more, maybe go around some water, go around something that's really refreshing and soothing to your soul. And I think that's what's going to be able to create the magic of, see what the fairy is about, what's holding them back. All right. The last pile number 2 actually got this as well. We got Journey. Can you give me one more for my pile number 2s? No. Okay. Well, you get 3. Oh, okay. So you got Journey, Abundance, and Celebration. So Journey, it's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. So it actually might help if you go take a trip too. Like, just go out of town to decompress. Maybe go. I like to sometimes go out of town to a hotel that has a pool, just because, well, I don't have a pool and I really like being in water. But it helps really kind of like restart me if I get really like kind of crazy, start stressing and worrying. It really helps. Then you got Celebration. Get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out and dance and play. An invitation may be on the way. Again, play. Do something that makes you happy. Let go. That's really going to be the key to bringing in abundances, is getting out of that trying to force stuff into creation, and just get more into who you are and yourself, and let go of stuff, whatever it takes to let go. Dancing is really great release for me. And that's going to help, you connecting to that inner child, you connecting to that other side of yourself, connecting to your heart. It's really going to help you get out of this state of, I'm worried I'm not going to get there. I'm worried I'm not going to go where I want to go. I'm worried that it's not going to happen the way I want to. I'm worried that, I'm not going to get that position. With abundance here, it says prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and in human land, there's enough abundance for everyone. Exactly. You can manifest what you want, but the mental blocks, these are really like mentally blocking cards. You have to release them. You have to release that worry, because this vibration will only bring more of this vibration. This vibration's abundance, but this is worry, lack, just trying to survive. All right. And let's see. Okay. Okay, well, I was going to ask what card or what things you really need to pay attention to right now. And we have, interesting, self-love and victim consciousness. So we have a 6 and a 3. So self-love is a corny topic, I think, for most, but it's one of the most important topics that I think you can ever learn about, and that you can ever really learn to master. Self-love, loving yourself on a true level. Know that no matter what, that you ever feel, you will never have lack in your life, because with self-love, the spirit always has your back, but that also you love yourself so much that you would set healthy boundaries for yourself, but you're not going to be doing anything that's detrimental to your life or to your body, and that you deserve the best, so you will do what it takes to have what you want in life, but also being easy on yourself, knowing that you're human. And with victim consciousness, really be careful that when things start kind of going bad, that you don't fall into this, where you start getting really negative about I always find a way to mess things up. I always find a way that, things never work out for me. I should have known this was going to happen. This is how it always ends up. Like, oh, I'm so stupid. I'll never find this. I'll never find love. I'll never get a good job. I'll never have enough money. I'll never, accomplish what I want to do. You can't do that. Because again, like, this is how this goes. This is all tied together, and then these are tied together, you know? Also, be careful about the people that you are around. Don't be around these kind of people because this kind of stuff is contagious. And then you don't know what kind of things, energy can attach to you because negative people attract negative things. You know what I'm saying? So definitely try to be wary of the company you keep and find people that are uplifting and supportive and that want to go to the same. They you find people on the same level as you. All right. So I hope that helps pile number 2, and I hope you have a great time.